I've been grinding every day to make a life to inspire. So much to do, so much to see, it's just a life to desire. I'm on my way to the top and I don't need height to get higher. So sit back and relax and enjoy the life. It's Anaya. It's Anaya.
Take 50. Hey you guys, it's Anaya and today is Talk It Out Tuesday. As always, I'm very excited to be able to be doing this. I have not done it in a while, and quite honestly, it's taken a lot of motivation to do it today because nothing is going on, but I haven't really done a straight talking video in a minute, so it's kind of weird. Then I finally got a device that helped me get the angle that I like doing, with me like laying in the bed. So that's all cool and fine, but I can't see myself when I normally can, and yeah, it's taking me like a billion tries to kind of get the position that I want, make sure that everything is seen how I want it to get seen, make sure that I, for one, before I get here, lay down, start talking, that it's kind of quiet in the house, anybody don't too much interrupt me, that I finished all my chores, but I didn't finish it the way I was supposed to, but we ain't gonna tell nobody. So with all of that, like, that's life, of course, but with all of that, today's topic is adulting. Because why didn't nobody tell me that when you're growing up and like once you're grown, you don't want to be grown? Like, I'm 18 and some people that's like, oh, you grown now, you know, what's your goals, what's your plans, what you finna do? And you got some people like, oh, she's still a baby, and I want to be with them people. Like, you ain't got to give me nothing. You know, I'm cool working for myself, doing what I need to do. I've had 4 jobs at once. At one point, really it was 3, but I did it, for like a week, and then I was quitting, like cutting them back to back. But I did it, So now it's just like I'm working. I have college in like 3 to 4 weeks. And my schedules are pretty consistent. Like, I'm kind of looking to the side, looking at my calendar, have stuff going left and right. I've been going out more, which is one of my biggest like New Year's resolutions that I had, just to go out more, enjoy my life, live. Because I am 18 and I haven't done too much or really much. And honestly, I got to say to people all the time, I don't want to like necessarily just make mistakes, but I do want to live. I don't want to live a sheltered life my whole life, and I'm getting more into like taking risks and just kind of doing it. It ain't crazy stuff, so don't get to thinking like what she got going, what she been doing, what she brewing. Especially my parents, because y'all, honestly, one of the best things about getting older for me has been my parents letting loose on me. Like, I don't know if everybody's had this, and I've been on TikTok, and a lot of parents are like this, but well, for girls, we be in that house, like they be to my outside. I have a video where my auntie was like, you in that gate, like, y'all, they let me on the porch, but only for a certain amount of time. Even I'm already restricted on how far I can go outside, but then I'm restricted on how long I can be outside in that restricted area. So now that I've turned 18, and honestly, even a little kind of when I was 17, one of the biggest differences wasn't necessarily the age, but it was more so the more that I could do, and the fact that I was also more comfortable like telling my parents like, hey, I want to do this, or asking. Because one of my biggest thing was like, if they like ask me, or like a friend or somebody be like, you want to do this, I automatically say no, assuming that my parents will say no. Or really, it takes like my parents 3 to 5 business days to say yes. I don't know why parents are like this, but I be telling people all the time, you can't ask me no last minute nothing. It take my parents 3 to 5 business days to say yes or no. And then, y'all, when they say no, they end up saying yes. So it's like, no, you can't go. So I'm like, no, I can't go. But right when it's time for me to go, you can go and go. Ma'am, my ride is gone. My ride is already there at this point. Like, make it make sense. But now that I'm older, it's honestly less asking, and not because of like less like respect or anything, but because now they kind of just expect me to want to go out. So as long as I keep them alert, like, hey, mom, I want to do this before the day of. Sometimes it is the day of, actually. I'm like, hey, I want to do this or this, that, and the third. They're like, okay, be back by so and so time. You know, that's probably one of the biggest differences that I've gotten now that I'm older. I also have gotten, like, since working, a lot of people want to get over on you. I've experienced that twice in my last 2 jobs, the one I'm currently in and then the one I had previously. People try to get over on you a lot, and I'm genuinely a nice person. I'm not necessarily naive, but I don't always assume the worst right off. But I'm seeing now that you kind of have to expect everything from the least expected person. Like, you got to really stay in tune to every little thing, because child, the way I just got this new schedule and it went from me working 3 to 4 days to 1 day, baby, they must know I'm finna quit, because baby, my mom said all the time, somebody ever actually started watching like my YouTube from work, they'd be like, this little girl here, because you know I work with other people, this little girl here, baby, because now y'all is wrong. But you know, don't get me started, because baby, y'all must know I'm finna quit. I ain't even tell nobody but my mama that I'm finna go ahead and hop out the rodeo, because I got school anyways. But 1 day, and it's working 5 hours, baby, y'all better be happy I don't pay no bills and I don't spend no checks, because y'all would catch this route. But that's part of adulting. It's just like, that's ghetto is what it is, because people try to get over on you, and that's weird. Honestly, I seen this TikTok when the girl was like, being a hard worker or a good worker gets you nothing but played over. Y'all, when I tell y'all I fold them clothes good, I ain't never washed the dishes, but like, I fold the clothes good. If I have to like wipe the windows and everything, like, I work in retail, y'all. That's what I was gonna say. I never had to wash dishes, because I used to work at the skating rink, and I worked at like the concession stand, and honestly, I never washed dishes. I was gonna say, I did. I washed dishes one time, but that was none, child. But anyways, I'm a genuinely good worker. I get like good customer service all the time. I just used to get tips all the time. This is honestly the only thing I really miss, like on top of my check, which was kind of hefty because I worked like long hours. Like, I worked more hours than I work here actually. I used to get checks consistently. Checks, duh. I used to get tips consistently, so that was pretty cool. But working retail, you get like a lot of compliments, which builds up my ego, of course, because I'm a very like me person. And I don't see nothing wrong with that. I tell my mom all the time, I genuinely feel like everybody should feel like they're the best, but they should do that while not tearing nobody else apart, because I am very quick to be like, oh my gosh, you're so pretty, you're so cute, where did you get this from, this, that, and the third. But you want to know something? I've learned that when I do that, not because, but when I do that, girls like are rude. I'm like, oh, you're so pretty, and then just look at me and say nothing. Where did you get that from? They'll lie and say like Dillard's. And ain't nothing wrong with shopping at Dillard's, don't get me wrong, because babe, I had got my, what's the dress? I got my senior breakfast dress from Dillard's, and y'all, I know y'all seen it. If y'all haven't seen it, I'm gonna link it down below, and then I'm gonna do like a little pop-up for the video or something. And when y'all watch it though, like, don't disregard the fact that I was mean mugging, because I was not feeling good. My feet was hurting already in them heels, and like, I realized like that's when adulthood really hit me. Like, you got to still do stuff even when you don't feel like it. Ugh, that's ghetto. So y'all, that's really just like how my life has been going. Like, it's not hard, it's not bad, you know, it's just there. I did get my ID, so that's awesome. You know, we're doing some things, but then my grandma lost it, so that's cute. That's real cute. And then y'all, next week I take my driver's license test, because I got my ID, but not my driver's license, which is 2 different things, you know. So I will take my driver's license. I will take my driver's license test next week. I actually have been taking a test once a day. I think I'm gonna start like upgrading to twice a day, only because it is next week. Actually, the week after the next. No, it's next week. I'm looking at my calendar. Take that next week. And I'm very excited about it. I have not been passing my test, but every time that I do take it, my percentage get higher. I need 80%. The highest I've gotten is 60%. And honestly, I'm not embarrassed to say that because a lot of people don't even get on their first try, let alone really study for real. I guess people do because people have been telling me to read the book. Yeah, I'm just not good. Like, I personally know, like, as being like a, what is it? I'm trying to say educator or whatever, but it's not an educator. It's a scholar. That's the word. Being a scholar, you know, I've learned that I just don't really learn best at, like, reading notes, or unless it's my notes. If I write it down, then I can get it 100%. But like reading somebody else's notes, or like reading a history book, I can't. I struggle. Like history, I struggled, and it was just nothing but dates and a whole bunch of reading. But it was the fact that it wasn't stuff that I wanted to read, and I was never like required to write nothing down. I just had to like remember it. Yeah. And that's actually when I learned that when I write stuff down, I'll learn it better. So that's a random tip in my Talk It Out Tuesday. But that's not what I've been doing. I've just been taking the test every day on the actual driver's license app, or what is it called? I don't even know what the place is called that you go and get the driver's license from. That's crazy. But I ain't finna try to sit right here and figure it out either. So that's what I got going. And then the week after that, I'm doing Frost Camp, which if you guys don't know what Frost Camp is or do not know, I have decided to continue my education at University of Memphis. I'm honestly very excited. I tell people all the time, I literally kind of grew up there. My auntie, my granddad, and my uncle all went there, and my mom had me at a young age. But yeah, she was short from crazy, dumb. Really, that's the word. I didn't want to say dumb, but she not. Oh, but she's short from dumb, and she didn't go to University of Memphis. But when she needed a break or something like that, and I was with my uncle or auntie, I actually don't ever remember going to campus with my granddad, but I remember going with my uncle a lot. Actually, I don't remember going with my auntie either, but I do remember going with my uncle a whole bunch. And it's a lot of different things that have changed. A whole bunch of stuff that has changed, and a lot of stuff that's just been upgraded. But all in all, it just feels like home. Like, I'm genuinely excited that it's far, but not too far from home. It's right there by my grandma, so I'm always able to get a good meal if I don't want to spend no money. And y'all, I heard like the freshman 10 or freshman 20, like when you first start going to school, you get big. Y'all, I ain't gonna cap, but another thing of getting older, like big arms running the family and all this jiggling, like I don't know if y'all can, I don't think y'all can see it because I'm playing down, but all this jiggling in my arms is like, it's different. And I've honestly always had the arms, but I think now that I've gotten older and more aware of myself and how I want to be, and not necessarily in comparison to anybody else, but like my own goals, it's like, girl, you gonna be freshman minus 10, freshman minus 20, because we not gonna do all that. But speaking of which, I actually went to Dollar General last night and I got me some snacks galore. But look, I have a like high metabolism, so I'm gonna eat, but I'm gonna have to incorporate some working out. That's really been my problem. I started working out consistently and then stopped, then started back working out, then stopped. And I really don't have no excuse to why I stopped. It's just like one day I didn't go, and it messed up my whole pattern, and I got to fix it. That's another part of adulting. When you create a pattern, you cannot stop. Like, that's something that I really, 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 really hate about adulting, because anything that I like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, this and the third, and I do it for like a good week, and then some alters it, whether I got to go to work at the time that I was supposed to do this, or my mama gone, so I can't go to the gym at that time because I got to watch Zuri or RJ outside, and Zuri want to go to the park. So it always switches the times up, and I'd be like, you know what, today just ain't the day. And then a lot of days just don't be that day after that because I don't go. But I am going to do better at that for sure. That's why I pushed myself. I got up this morning Didn't have to work today, thank God. But then, y'all, here's another thing. I lost my check, y'all. I lost my check on July 1st. I ain't gonna tell y'all what today is because I ain't gonna tell them when this day when this video can come out. But on July 1st, I lost my check going to a fireworks show, and I am very upset. And y'all, I'm upset not because I necessarily lost the check, but because that's a mama thing. Like, my mama loses stuff all the time. Like, when I lost my check, I was like, Rich, I did a mama thing. And he was like, what you lose? But no, for real. Like, he was like, what you lose? It's like, my check. He was like, how you lose your checks? And I, your check though. And y'all, the crazy thing about it is, I'm just not, I don't know if it's how like I was brought up or what, but I've never been like a big money person. Like, I've never been like, ooh, give me some more, or continuously, like, I don't know. I've never let money define me. So when I do get my check or something like that, I don't really be excited. I just be like, okay, put it up. Like, I didn't even open it. That's how I know, just like, what? But no, I've always been like that. Like, I posted like a while back when I finally got my bank account, because you can't get a bank account till you're 18, which is crazy because you get a job when you're 16, sometimes 15, depending on the establishment. But anyways, I got my bank account and everything, and I had so many checks that had expired because for the longest, like, I couldn't have my own bank account, so I just kept my checks when I was working. And I was like, dang. And I mean, of course, they still went through because they valid checks, but it's like, life. Who would have thought? Like, why do you even have an expiration date on a check? Why is there expiration date on an ID? Like, my face don't really change. I mean, I can get fatter or skinnier, but I'm still me, you know? So it's just weird stuff. Like, why is the world just doing stuff? Like, I can see food with expiration dates because, y'all, yeah. But paperwork, no. So y'all, that's been a whole hassle. But I didn't have to go to work today. However, I do have to go in because I have to get that figured out. And then, yeah. So what I decided to do today was get up, clean up. I stripped my sheets and stuff off my bed. I put them in a washer. I picked up loose trash. I just straightened up my room around the areas. I cleaned up my bathroom. Clean up the kitchen. That's why I said I kind of halfway. That's why I halfway stopped. I cleaned up the kitchen and the refrigerator. I pulled everything out. I mean, the racks, all of it, and washed it down. But there was dishes in the sink. After I did all that, y'all, I didn't want to wash no dishes, so I didn't. Yeah, but don't let my mama hear that, because she really just walked in here not too long ago and was like, wash the dishes, and I was like, Mama, that's exactly what I said. She was like, I said that like she read, so I was like, wash the dishes. She was like, wash the dishes. Because my mom was slick, sound like me. She's like, wash the dishes. And I was like, Mom. And she was like, come on, son, you ain't that many. And I was like, Mom. Then she closed my door. Yeah, that's my mother for me, y'all. Well, it is really hard out here for like growing up teens. But yeah, that's really it for this Talk It Out Tuesday, because like I said, it took a lot for me to kind of force myself to sit here and talk again, because I honestly haven't been doing too much talking. Like, my tongue is getting tired in the midst of me talking, like, because I don't really talk that much anymore, and nothing has really been going on, like, lingering on my head for real, to like really just need to release. My Talk It Out Tuesdays was just to release, but then I also realized that not only, that's kind of how I am with writing too. That's why I started writing books, because I wrote the best when I was going through something. But my Talk It Out Tuesdays are also meant for other people to know that they're not alone, and I feel like I can use that and talk about past experiences or just talk in general, because it has actually helped people. So I need to stop self-sabotaging myself and like choosing to not speak because I feel like I don't have nothing to say, when a lot of people don't think that at all. So another part of adulting, you realize stuff, inspiring stuff. You realize inspiring stuff, like you're actually kind of inspiring than I am, and I'm like, oh, that's nice, you know, that's another load on the shoulders. No, I'm just playing. But this kind of what adulting has been. It's just been a lot of realizing that everybody ain't on your ain't see. Look at that. You realize that everybody is not on your team. You realize that you can do stuff like lose a check and checks can expire. You realize that you actually like cleaning up. Cleaning can be like a release of energy that you have and don't really have nothing to do. Realize you like to eat, but you need to also have a healthy balance of cleaning up. So not a cleaning up. No, you need to have a healthy balance of the gym, cause, you realize that you're gonna have a lot of days where you don't want to do nothing, but you're gonna eventually have bills to pay, and you're gonna need to get up and do it anyways. You realize that some clothes ain't even appropriate no more because you were just too big and grown to be wearing Daisy Dukes. But that's a topic for another time because y'all gonna beat me up for that one. But I still do it. You know, I ain't gonna cap. I still do it. But you know, I'm gonna be looking at me like, Zanaya, not today, not today. Not today. And I'm like, Mom, I don't want to look like a librarian today because I've been told y'all that my normal style is like stylish librarian, and I don't know whether to be offended or like I don't know because I like my style. Of course, it's my style, and I actually get a lot of compliments on my style all the time, like stylish librarian. And then you know it kind of goes along with who I am. It's like liking to read books and liking to write and stuff like that, even though I have not read in a minute and I don't write as much as I used to, let alone at all. But I am gonna get back into it when school starts, and that's one of my main goals, on top of just not putting a lot of stress on myself at school, because I do expect it to be harder than high school, even though my high school did really set me up for like being able to do it on my own, because I did do it on my own. My school just, yeah, I did it on my own. I had to go look up notes and watch extra videos and write everything in my handwriting so that I could remember it. And I really feel like that's what the basis of college is going to be. They're not going to go for my puppy dog voice that my mom says I do. They're not going to go for like me being nice. I continuously email teachers. I might get cussed out once or twice depending on what type of teacher I get, because if somebody ain't looking to right, I'm gonna email. If I got a question, I'm for sure gonna ask it. So I feel like I'm very prepared for college, and I don't know how I got back on college because I be rambling, I be forgetting what I said last. But I'm honestly very, very, very excited for college. Like I said, next week I take my driver's test. But the week after that, I have Frost Camp, which is a camp mainly within University of Memphis. I'm pretty sure all colleges will. I would think all colleges will have a little camp or something to get the basics, not the basics, but the majority of students together in another location to kind of get them to know the people. They ask questions like what my major was, so I'm assuming other people in my major will be there. And I'm honestly very excited because even though, like I said, I have been getting out more, it's with the same group of people, with the same person, which is fine. You know, I ain't really too big on a huge crowd, but I do want to get out more in college. I am going to join groups and just really push myself, because if I don't, I will find myself in a crazy frenzy of stressing over my grades, because I always find something to stress about. My mom said I like to be stressed. I honestly think that in a way I work better stressed or under pressure, just because I feel the need to get it done. I don't know. Makes sense to me. May just sound like extra work to y'all, and it really is. I wouldn't recommend it, but I kind of think most people are wired like that. Like even most people that I talk to or see on TikTok, most people are wired like that. But anyways, that's what's kind of coming up. I will try my best to post like a day in my life, just a random day, because I don't do stuff every day. But lately my schedules have been pretty back to back to back doing something. Maybe give y'all a synopsis of how I felt the test was once I've taken the test, And then of course I'm going to record Frost Camp. It is a total of 4 days, and I'll be going on a bus full of the campers who will be there. So I record like maybe a haul of like the different stuff that I bring, and it is going to be like outside on like the woods type in the cabin. So like the essentials that I bring as far as like sunscreen, bug repellent, stuff like that, shoes. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And of course, I'm having my mom decorate my room. Most people don't notice I don't get how all 400 and like maybe 56 of y'all, which woohoo, even though I have not been posting as consistently, I have been growing. I'm so thankful for you guys. I want to always make sure that y'all know that I really appreciate you guys' support, because I started YouTube not caring about, that's just not caring about the supporters, please don't get that wrong, but just not caring about having a lot of followers, having a lot of views and everything, because YouTube has always and will always be simply for me to go back and just look at how I've grown. So to see other people enjoy my videos has been like a really good experience, honestly. And even to be able to just watch myself, like I said, I'm a huge me person. I sit up all the time, just rewatch my videos, look at how I edited videos, think about like how they could have been better now that I know more. Yeah, I actually just started a new software program that I'm learning that I heard is better than the one that I currently use. So I've been watching videos on that. So hopefully, you know, once I kind of get into college and settled, my videos get even better. You know, I've been buying new devices and stuff like that. So we'll see how life goes. And like I said, I'll continue to record, show you guys like the before and after of my room once I am completely packed of like everything that I want to take to college, because I'm always planning on making this Zori's room. I'm gonna show you the before, as in like how my room looks when it's clean and everything. The after, as in once everything is out, and then the after again once it turns to Zori room. And then I'm going to show you the before of my dorm room, and then the after, and maybe even the process of my mom and probably my grandma too, knowing her, and my auntie, knowing them, gets into my dorm room and help me jazz it up and, you know, look like me with a little piece of home. So with all of that, you guys, I am adulting. I do not want to say that I am an adult, because I am not. I do not want to say I'm grown, because I am not. I don't claim that energy at all. I have a bedtime of 10. I be in the bed. Now I get out the bed. And sometimes I don't even get back in the house about a good 12-1, depending on how my parents feeling. But I'm not grown, okay? I'm not grown. I have a job, and I go off on people occasionally. But I'm not grown, okay? I don't cuss or nothing like that. But I have heard people say that when I get frustrated enough, a word or two will come out. Look, my mama, if you watch this, y'all, look, I didn't say that, but I did say that I'm not grown, okay? I am not grown. I don't claim the energy at all. I am a TikTok fanatic. I stay on TikTok. I scroll through Instagram occasionally, but I ain't downloaded Facebook. So guess what? I ain't grown, okay? I am not grown. I don't claim it at all. 100%, 1,000%. I don't claim it. I still ask my mama to like fix my plate. I'm not grown at all, okay? Yeah, I still call mama in the bathroom when I see like something is abnormal. I'm not grown. That's a little too much information, like, but for real though, I'm not grown. So for everybody that's like, Zanaya, you grown, you getting older. Say I'm getting older. I can do that. But grown, we're using the wrong vocabulary. That ain't it. Wrong. Wait, I'm like, wrong. Choose another word, sister girl. I'm not grown, y'all. I am adulting. I'm grown-ish. Y'all, Yara Shahidi in her 20s and in college, and she like ish. She still got that ish. I've had it ish. I'm grown ish. I've had it ish. I'm my mid-30s. I'm ish, y'all. I'm not claiming it. I'm just, Lord, don't rush it, y'all. Do not rush it, because I was never rushing it. I have never rushed it to me. Now, Mama might say something different. I was never rushing it, but now that I'm kind of here, it's like, take me back. I'm only 18. I'm not even old, but I'm like, take me back now. Like, shove me back up, honestly. Shove me back up and bring me back out. Because I can't even... Grown? What is that? What is it? What is the origin? What is the definition? What makes you grown? Because it can't be the age. Can't be. So yeah, y'all, with all of my rambling and my... Because I don't know where they be coming from, but they got to come out. With all of that, you guys, that's really it for this Talk It Out Tuesday. I'm so thankful for you all. That's what I said the first time. Thankful for you all. Why they don't sound right? But you know what I'm trying to say. I'm thankful for you all. This sounds so crazy. Thankful for you all. I am, though. It's been a long journey. Like I said, I did it when I was 16, 17. It's been 2 years. I plan to continue doing it now. It might get, I don't know how college life is going to be, but I am going to try to get more consistent. I've been saying it for a long time, but once I really adapt and get to like how my schedule is going to be, I am most definitely going to post editing is hectic. Editing takes about 24 hours depending on how picky you are, and I've gotten so that I'm not necessarily like a perfectionist, but because I know that my videos can look a certain way, I really try to make them look that way. And I always be short 1 or 2 circuits, but I do it, I do something. So I think that's only going to kind of get worse as I learn and grow. So please be aware that I am human, and I really try to show that I am human. that is something that I really try to show in my videos. Like, I'm going to mess up. I'm going to say the wrong vocabulary word, because at one point I read a whole bunch. And now, y'all, what if I'm sitting right here talking and my video ain't even recording? Because there's some dumb stuff that I would do. But Lord behold, me still recording. Anyways, what was I saying? I really forgot what I was just saying. I'm gonna get consistent though. I think that's what I was saying. Lord, please let this be recorded, because there is some crazy stuff that will really happen. Knowing me, and I've been talking for a minute. Anyway, bye y'all, because please, Jesus, Lord, take the wheel. Anyways, deuces. Oh, please, Jesus, please. Oh, thank you, Lord.